What's happening, party people? What's happening? And welcome to another episode of 40 Years of Hip Hop. And I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ron. And that's right, and we're just about to kick it. So, party people, it's coming. Pretty soon, we are going to release our Mixcloud platform called Forever Hip Hop, party people, where you will be able to listen to our podcast, right? Not only that, but finally, you'll be able to listen to the tracks that we're reviewing, mixtapes, top fives, so much stuff, and it's all going to be musical, okay? So we heard you, party people, we heard you, and we are prepping this platform strictly for the fans. There will be a general access and, of course, a special members only section. Coming soon, party people. Coming sooner than later. So today, party people, we will be reviewing Digits by Young Thug from the album Slime Season 3, which was released in 2016. But before we jump into it, let's take a look at what happened in Mr. Ron's week. That's right, party people. So, the football season is officially started. And what an opener. Monday Night Football. My Raiders against Baltimore. I like Baltimore. It was just like one of those classic battles. It went to overtime. The Raiders won. For that night, I was happy to be a Raiders fan. Doesn't happen often. It's 50-50. So now, we just need to, we just need to basically rally up the offense, and get those TDs. Alright, on the other news, party people, Nas and Pusha T are investing in a new streaming platform called Audius. Yes. So I have to tell you that, I'm old school. That's right. I'm proud of it too. And I have to say right now, I do have a membership with Spotify, but I'm so not happy with whenever they suggest playlists. There's always a few songs that are just way off from what I listen to. Not only that, but I think that Spotify, I did not try Tidal yet, so I'm definitely gonna try Tidal. Spotify, they do a lot of the hits, I never really discovered anything new on Spotify, that's what kind of bothers me, and I know for a fact that they're missing a lot of music because I'm doing this project, that's all I do, Anyways, so we'll see, Pusha T and Nas, Audius, and can't wait to see how that rolls. So, party people, what have I been listening to this week? So this week, I have to say that, again, working a lot, on the project, on 40 Years of Hip Hop, and developing the new platform. So when I'm working, I listen to a lot of instrumental, and one of my favorite groups is Massive Attack, trip hop, they made a couple of tracks, with the likes of Mos Def. There's a track called I Against I, Mos Def and Massive Attack, some chilled out 90s trip hop electro, to just do my work, And so I've been listening to just a lot of instrumental Massive Attack while I'm working this week. And for my track of the week, so Top Dog Entertainment, which is basically Kendrick Lamar's label, they have a new assignee called Ray Vaughn. And he did a freestyle on the LA Leakers that came out on August 21st. That boy is fire. Oh man, I'm wow. Lyrical, charismatic, outstanding cadence, but also use of voice. He's really the way that he's really a full package. And you know why? I've seen it so many times. Artists, up and coming artists that come out, they sound so dope. And as soon as they get signed, They just do whatever trendy, crap that's playing on the top billboard. People want to get paid, and I understand that. But I just hope that, Ray Vaughn won't be one of those cats that, signs and then, releases some like generic trap beats. Not that we don't have enough of those already, Anyways, man, don't get me started. Anyways, party people. So next week, make sure you check out the G-Man, my man. He's going to be reviewing Infrared by Pusha T from the 2018 release, that summer that Kanye went nuts and dropped I think 4 releases. Yeah, love Pusha T. I feel like there are some tracks that are so stronger than Infrared, but I support the G Money. If he chose it, there has to be a reason behind it. So make sure you listen to his podcast to find out why. So now let's get back to Digits from Young Thug. And party people, why did I choose this song? So there's actually there's a story behind it, So the first time I didn't hear Young Thug's version, absolutely not. In our lovely city of Montreal, Quebec City, or Sorel, should I say, there's this group called Les Anticipateurs, the Anticipators, and they made a song using Young Thug's beat and melody called Steak. It was more of a parody, a spoof. It was funny, but I have to say that I like the beat and I like the rhythm, okay? So I'm playing it in my car, and my wife, her goddaughter, would that be accurate? It was her birthday, and I think she was 18 going on 19 or whatever, I was just driving them somewhere, I was being the cabbie. That's what I was doing, going to pick up, the wife, going to pick up, the girl. And so she's sitting in the back, and the Anticipators are playing. And she's like, oh my God. It's like, oh, this is the Young Thug beat. And I didn't even know. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of Young Thug, and this is how I basically found out the release and listened to it. And again, personally, I'm a guy that I like to keep current in the music industry. I like to know what's up, Not necessarily it's gonna be my bag, but I like to know what's up. Know what I'm saying? I like to know what's going on. And so this is basically how I discovered Young Thug. So let's start this, party people. Originality. Is this song original? And if so, how? Well, it's 2016, okay? And let's see who was considered hot in the industry around that time. So Drake, Future, One Hit Wonder Designer, Lil Wayne, Travis Scott that I reviewed last week, and Young Thug. All doing the same kind of the new flavor, trap, and some people call it mumble rap, but whatever, whatever. It's just a new style, and I'm all for what? We had our time, let the kids have theirs, right? That's the way I see it. Straight up trap beat, booming bass, and jumping hi-hats, melodic at times, and I have to say, a pretty impressive rapid fire delivery when he feels like rapping. Half singing, and there's a little bit of rapping, and there's back to the singing. So when Young Thug feels like rapping, I think that his delivery, his rapid fire delivery is actually pretty on point. However, the content is rather weak. Okay, not much is being said, and this is when we're gonna see the lyrics, Yeah. So, fun fact, party people. Fun fact: born Jeffrey Williams in 1992 in Atlanta, the second youngest of 11 children. Damn. And on top of that, grew up in the notorious Jonesboro South housing projects in the city Zone 3 in Atlanta. Okay, again, people like Waka Flocka Flame lived there, 2 Chainz, and Luda. They all came from that Zone 3. So party people, courtesy of Discog, and this is why for originality I give it a 3.75 on 5. Delivery, party people, delivery, which consists of lyrics, flow. So let's take a look at these lyrics. Dope boy, hair gray like a grandma. You know my eyes bling, light up just like a candle. Just like a candle. Roly poly, I can control shorty like a channel. My racks are squeaking, I'm not farting. I hop in the Rari, crank it up like Warren. What do we do? We out of money. We out of this. We out of money. We out of this. We're out of money. So I find like the lyrics are fun, you know, like they're so easy, you could sing along to it, you know. Now let's take a look what they mean, okay? Let's take a look what they mean. So, dope boy, hair gray like a grandma. So actually, Young Thug literally dyed his hair gray, okay? Again, Young Thug says when he goes, I control shorty like a channel. So apparently he controls his girls like a TV channel. He made some reference like that also, like I control my chicks like Netflix, whatever. And let's see, yeah, the rest is pretty, you know, straightforward. So there's a thing was my racks are squeaking, I'm not farting. So that's a reference to a bankroll. When you have like a lot of money in your pocket, it makes noise. Well, Young Thug, put your money in the bank, young man, okay? Do not, you're walking with all this money making noise in your pockets, young man. Put that money in the bank. Damn it. All right, party people. So, delivery, which stands for lyrics and flow, courtesy of genius.com, and this is why I give it a 40 people. Fun lyrics. Yay. We could, like, you know, you listen to the song 2-3 times. You get it, but I find the content is just weak, you know, and I cannot give it more. I have responsibilities, you know, I cannot give it more than a 2 on 5. So, production, party people, production, which is beat, mixing, scratching if there's any. So for sure, there probably won't be any samples nor scratching, because, yo, that's how the new generation does it. And it's all good, party people, it's all good. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, right? So, produced by London on the track. Huge trap producer. You keep hearing that, it's London on the track, that sound clip. And he produced My Type for Sweetie, which came out in 2019. Roll in Peace by Kodak Black featuring Triple X Tentacion. And of course, Rest in Peace, Triple X Tentacion. No Stylist by French Montana featuring Drake, which was released in 2018. So of course you could see the genre, you know, you could see the style, London on the track, you know. So there was no samples, just as I predicted, and it was only sampled for the 2016 remix, okay? So courtesy of who sampled, and this is why I give it a 3.5 on 5. The way I see it is just a typical trap beat, okay? Yeah, you know, the melody is nice. This has actually the potential to be, again, one of those modern classics. Not my classics though, you know, because I represent for everyone, you know. Yeah, it's gonna play, I'm gonna bounce to it, but this will not be part of Mr. Ron's classic. But I recognize the work that was put into it. The same way that I also recognize that the lyrics, they need work. Anyways. So production, party people, courtesy of who sample, and this is why I give it a 3.5 on 5. Just a straight up trap beat, you know. Bass, hi-hats, melodies, auto-tune, singing. That's what we have right now as hip-hop. So top 5, party people. So this is the way I see it, the top 5 songs of 2016. So I'm gonna start with YG, Still Breezy. Still Breezy. YG just keeping that West Coast sound alive. And in 2016, one of my favorite bands called A Tribe Called Quest came back with a massive track called We the People. Love that track. And I knew of Schoolboy Q. However, he dropped an album in 2016. The first single was That Part featuring Kanye. That was nice, but again, same trap shit, you know. And however, there's a song called John Muir on his album. Whoa, yo, bang, you know, original, fresh. So John Muir by Schoolboy Q. So of course I gotta put Young Thug in there with Digits, and I'm also gonna put Untitled 2 by Kendrick Lamar, which is just an amazing track with some jazz. It's like a mix of trap and jazz. Now that is original, and hopefully I will get the chance to review it. Alright, party people, that was my top 5 best songs of 2016. But party people, before we get back into the review, at 40 Years of Hip Hop, we use Buzzsprout for our podcast. That's right. They get your show listed on every podcast platform available. We were able to get to 10,000 downloads within a year. And as a Buzzsprout member, you will get a great looking podcast platform, an audio player you can drop into any website, even WordPress templates. You will also benefit from detailed analytics and tools to promote your episode, like audio video snippets called soundbites. However, for me, my thing is that, you know, I get to generate second income, you know, by doing something that is easy for me, that I'm passionate about. And party people, think about it. Are you a fan of something? Try podcasting about it. It's easy, fun, and can generate a second revenue. Get started for free, no credit card required. Cancel anytime, no contracts, and it doesn't stop there, party people. You will receive a $20 gift certificate after your second paid invoice. So link below in our episode notes. Party people, Buzzsprout is the way to go. Relevance, party people. Is this song still relevant? And was it able to stand the test of time? And if so, how? Well, from my point of view, like I said, I think this is definitely something the new generation is bumping, that bumped and will be bumping, okay? As for me, I heard the song, I can appreciate it. I recognize the work behind it. A classic for a younger generation, however, not one of my classics. But you know, I as party people, I brings it, you know, I do. And don't forget, not necessarily that I'm gonna put all the tracks that I love, absolutely not. I will put those. However, if I feel that a track impacted a hip hop culture, I'm gonna put it on, you know, and I feel that this track really impacted hip hop culture. So let's take a look. So again, the best way to see if an artist is relevant nowadays is to check their social media. So Mr. Thug, young that is, has 8.7 million followers. Not bad, okay. The video has more than 36 million views on YouTube. So that's dope. Also, again, talking about like relevance and longevity, this is the way I see it. It's fairly a new song. However, for relevance, don't forget that Young Thug is the one that dethroned Lil Wayne. Okay, so they had like a huge beef. So Wayne is currently in a dispute with Cash Money. Not that I care about that. However, it's just to say that, you know what, this guy came out of nowhere and said, you know what, I'm taking Lil Wayne's name of one of his most successful series, and I'm gonna just jack it and put it on mine, you know. So the balls on this kid, you know, the balls. So for longevity, I will give it a 4 on 5, buddy people. 4 on 5. So fun fact number 2. So Young Thug likes to wear kids dressed as a shirt, which along his habit of calling his close male friends hubby or lover, has led to rumors about his sexual orientation. And I was like, that's what gave it away. How about that picture that has a dress and he has like this like Chinese hat on, you know? Again, yo, I mean, like, if Young Thug is gay or whatever, you know, like, that's good. All right, powerful impact, boom from the cannon. Was this song impactful? Okay, this song influenced hip hop culture, and I will say yes. The song impacted me a little bit, you know, like, yeah, but the song charted. You know, not only that, but it charted in 3 countries. It charted in Canada at number 30, okay, in France, number 161, US Billboard 200 at number 7, US Top Rap R&B Hip Hop Albums, Billboard number 3, and US Top Rap Albums, Billboard number 1. So, yeah. So the album also went gold, okay, selling 500,000 units. So, you know, there was some impact. There was some impact. Actually, the album also, another one, was rated number 85 in the US Top R&B and Hip Hop Albums of 2016. Okay, and for these reasons, party people, I give it a 4 on 5. So, my final thoughts on Young Thug's Digits. 1, I think it's a cool track. You know, I'll listen to it if I'm at a party, you know, or I'm whatever. You know, maybe I won't play it myself, but if it plays, I'll mess with it. You know, I'll appreciate it. You know, definitely a classic for the new generation. So for the scoring, so Originality, I give it a 3.75. Okay, so at that time in 2016, like, trap was already like everywhere. Okay, so maybe he helped popularize the genre, but it was not groundbreaking. Okay, the delivery, which stands for lyrics and flow, I give it a 2. Nice melodies, and sometimes when Young Thug, I guess when he feels like it, he'll spit a couple of hot bars. However, there's just not enough content for me to give it more than a 2. Production by London on the track, 3.5. You know, just your bassy hi-hat trap beat. And a relevance and longevity, I give it a 4. And powerful impact, boom from the cannon, I give a 4 for impact. For a total of 17.25 on 25 for 60%. So party people, thanks for sharing this moment together. Subscribe, like, share, and party people, support 40 years of hip hop by buying us a coffee so that we can continue dropping this amazing weekly podcast. Tune back next week, party people, as I will be reviewing I Don't Like Remix by Kanye West. Okay, so this is Mr. Ron wishing you happy Honolulu, peace, and I'm out.